Guys, breaking news out of Geneva today. Rolex have announced their pre-owned program. Here it is right here. This has been in the rumor mill for quite some time, but it has been confirmed today. Rolex are going to start purchasing watches and reselling them as used. There's a lot of clues, a lot to break apart here. I'm actually going to pull up the Watch Pro announcement from watchpro.com. Rolex has finally broken silence on a program to wrap its arms around the pre-owned market, allowing customers to buy watches that have been checked for their working condition, certified as authentic by the brand or qualified authorized dealers, and sold with a Rolex 2-year international guarantee. Authenticated watches will even get their own version of the coveted Rolex wax seal tags. I don't know if they're coveted, but okay, they are nice to have. Rolex certified pre-owned watches will initially be available at Bucherer boutiques in Switzerland, Austria, Germany, France, Denmark, and the UK from this month. Holy God, this is huge. The program will be broadened in the new year with more authorized dealers offering the service from next year. And there we have the Rolex certified pre-owned symbol right there. Look at that. Amazing. Because they are built to last, this is from Rolex themselves, because they are built to last, Rolex watches often live several lives. No kidding. And because they may be worn on new wrists, the Rolex certified pre-owned program now enables retailers in the brand's official distribution network to sell secondhand models that are certified as authentic and which come with a new 2-year international guarantee, Rolex confirms. Nice little new card there, look, and cool pouch, actually. I quite like that. Look with the stitching in it. It's kind of sexy. I think I prefer that one to the official green one you get with a new watch. Rumors of the pre-owned program have been circulating for months and were first reported by Watch Pro back in April. That's true. There has also been frenzied activity at Rolex's major service centers, according to a source inside one of its hubs, including in the United States, which is not listed in the initial 6 countries that will start this month. Yeah, I can imagine so. I mean, if they're getting all these watchmenders to overhaul all these watches and put them back out onto the market, Rolex has been rapidly hiring additional watchmakers for its Kings Hill service hub in Kent. And its authorized dealer network has been encouraged to invest in their own watchmakers and workshops so they meet the standards required for Rolex accreditation. I wonder how encouraged might be a euphemism for warned that they better pull up their socks. Selling secondhand Rolexes is nothing new to authorized dealers, but the brand certification, accompanying guarantee, and even valued extras like tags and other branded merchandise take the pre-owned business to a new level. And look at that. There's your pre-owned wax tag. I like this kind of cream color scheme they're going for here with the pre-owned stuff. Very nice indeed. Rolex has not confirmed any details on the program, but the customers can expect to see pre-owned watches displayed as elegantly as new watches in windows and display cases. That's huge. Unlike new Rolex watches on display, the pre-owned watches will not need the "for exhibition only" signs warning customers they cannot buy them. If you're not aware already, all Rolex authorized dealers as of this year have plenty of watches in the window, but they're not real, or they have a fixed movement on the inside, or they're just not for sale. They're just there to try them on, look at them, but then get your name on the list. Elevating pre-owned in this way is a potential game changer for Rolex authorized dealers that qualify to be part of the program. No kidding. The retailers now have an opportunity to develop deeper relationships with customers who may see trading in and trading up as a rewarding part of their watch collecting hobby. Yes, absolutely. And here we have a shot of a GMT Master 2 pre-ceramic with that little seal there and a strap fixer and a loop next to it. Just skipping ahead here real quick. Until recently, pre-owned was treated by the venerable Swiss makers as a murky end of the market where brands and their prestigious dealers would not muddy their hands. This initiative by Rolex blows away the last vestiges of that attitude and draws luxury pre-owned watches into the mainstream, the repercussions of which will be felt for decades. Yes, Authorised Piguet started running pilot projects to develop a pre-owned strategy over 5 years ago. Richard Mille has already rolled out a network of authorized pre-owned partners. Yes, we know that. Brands like Zenith and Vacheron Constantin have been promoting the skills of their artisan watchmakers to restore and resell vintage pieces. Yes, we know that too. But Rolex will be the first to roll out a program at scale. This is from Rolex themselves again. In concrete terms, the Rolex Certified Pre-Owned program attests the authenticity of secondhand Rolex watches that are at least 3 years old. That is crucial there at their time of resale by an official retailer displaying the special Rolex certificate pre-owned plaque. I think if I were a gray market dealer, I'd be praying to God right now. I mean, what does this mean? Really, it comes down to the details of it. The first question, of course, the $6 million question, I think, would be, are they going to sell them at a reduced price? If you buy a Tesla now, you can go to a Tesla dealership and they'll offer you brand new or they'll offer you used, and used is at a discount. It's always been that way, pretty much with everything, right? Unless it's collectible. And that's a totally different thing. Are they going to offer these pre-owned watches at a significant discount? That could really, really change things for authorized dealers. Let's say you take a Daytona, for example, that used to sell at what, $10,000 or $12,000 if you're going back, years, or even less money. Are they going to take into account that on the gray market that watch fetches $25,000 to $30,000, or are they going to say it's a used watch and therefore we're going to sell it for less than a brand new Daytona? If that is the case, oh my God, that will really shake up the gray market. I mean, it could potentially just kill the gray market overnight if that is the case. However, if they take into account those inflated prices for pre-owned pieces, then it might just stimulate the gray market, just adding more watches that can go into the bloodstream of the watch world. You could see this time 6 months from now, or a year from now, or less, ADs and gray market dealers with these watches, these pieces in stock with the certified pre-owned label and all of that stuff, the hang tag and so on. That could stimulate the gray market. It really depends on exactly what they're going to do. Also, at what scale is this going to be? Are they going to be like 1 or 2 used pieces per store? Is it going to be as rare as a new piece? Is it going to be the case where they have, 6 new pieces in stock and 2 pre-owned pieces? Or will it be the other way around, where they don't have anything new, which is quite often the case with Rolex authorized dealers, but they have a ton of pre-owned stuff to buy? What exactly will the details be? We at least know that they have to be 3 years old. So you're not going to see any Sprites and you're not going to see any Starbucks Cermits. However, you might see the Hulk, the 116610 LV. Are they going to sell that at the same price as a new one would have been had they kept it in their catalog, or less? Because if that's the case, every single Hulk that's on the gray market right now it will be a mess. Everybody looking for 20,000 for their discontinued watch is gonna have to lower that to probably 8,000 or 9,000. Correct? I mean, am I making the correct assumptions here? This could be pretty groundbreaking, pretty earth-shattering for gray market dealers for the entire watch world, I would say. This could be really, really huge. But again, it comes down to at what scale they do it at and what prices they're asking for. I mean, if they ask for 25,000 for a pre-owned Daytona in beautiful condition, aren't they admitting really what is happening in the gray market world? Aren't they kind of confessing to that thing? And why would someone buy a $25,000 one from them when they can just hopefully wait on the list? God knows how long, could be bloody 6 to 8 years for a new one. Now, this 2-year warranty that they're giving with the watch reminds me of, you know, their service center stuff. I am wearing this watch right here. This is a 1993 bluesy in solid gold. I got this watch with no box and no papers from a trustworthy source, just an elderly gentleman who was moving on his watch and just didn't care to hang on to the box and papers because that wasn't really a thing when he purchased this watch. But I did send it to the Rolex service center. It took a couple of months and it came back looking, I mean, next to new. But what I got with it was, first of all, it came in the pouch, the classic Rolex pouch. I'm assuming these pre-owned ones, if they come in a pouch, they're going to have that new cream kind of suede look that I've seen across the designs right there on their website. And I also got some extra bits and pieces. I got this little booklet here, all about the service. And I also got this, which is a service card. This is the warranty card for 2 years. It's not as cool looking as that new card they're coming out with, but it is essentially the same thing. And it's the next best thing to having original papers. In fact, in some ways, it could be better because it does guarantee that the watch has been overhauled and working perfectly and is not stolen or anything like that. It's completely original parts. So I guess it's reminding me of that. They're giving a 2-year warranty with the watch, which is the same as you would get had you handed in your watch for Rolex service. This looks like a relatively new ladies' Datejust right there. So I suppose it must be the previous model. It can't possibly be a newer model. So yeah, again, the questions here, guys, are big, and the impact it will have on the market and anyone in those countries right now that it's rolling out this month. Let me pull up the list again. Switzerland, Austria, Germany, France, Denmark, and the UK. That means we actually know a couple of authorized dealers ourselves, don't we, that will be impacted by this. This is huge news. If I was at AD right now, I would be finding religion and going to the nearest church and praying for the details to come out right. Because if they do come out well, this could really stimulate the gray market. They could be looking for these pieces, these certified Rolex pre-owned pieces with the hang tag, the swing tag, and everything like that. However, if the details come out on the other side, as in way cheaper and lots of availability, that could pretty much kill the entire used Rolex market, except for the newer pieces, right? Anything within 3 years. So, you know, brand new Pepsi or the Sprite or whatever it might be that you just can't get from Rolex pre-owned because they have that 3-year buffer going on there. Anyway, huge news, guys, out of Rolex today. This is going to be interesting to see how this goes. And, you know, there's been a lot of talk lately of, you know, the market suffering and things like this. A lot of doom and gloomers saying this could be the end and so on. And they were talking about the dip or coming off the spike earlier this year. And I've been repudiating that, as you guys know, fairly publicly. But if this comes, this is cancer. This will do it. If you're a doom and gloomer right now, you might be able to finally rejoice with my benediction included, if that means anything to you. Because this could really kill it. Again, On the other hand, depending on the details, it may actually stimulate the gray market. So it really comes down to how many of these pieces are going to be available, at what scale is it going to be, and the $6 million question: will they be at a discount or will they follow the market value? Just amazing. Rolex continue to make an amazing drama thriller out of this entire thing. And there'll be a lot of talk about this, of course, over the coming days. I will let you know. I've already been in contact with my authorized dealer here in Italy, who says that he knows none of the details because Italy are not yet part of the program. So they haven't been informed of anything yet. But I'm sure ADs in Britain and Switzerland and Austria are, I'm sure this is a really big day for them. So, and they're probably getting a lot of calls already. Very interesting stuff, guys. Food for thought. Let's see how it pans out. If I find out any more info, I'll come back to you guys again soon. All right. Take it easy, guys. Peace.